We are live.
We are live.
Remotely dope, everyone.
Nom, 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 nom. Gentlemen.
Got an exciting evening for everybody tonight. I'm coming to you from Riverside, California. So I got to change of scenery. I'm in my mother's garage.
Oh shit.
Man, you're so fucking cool.
So, guys, if we got Clayton and Dakota here, y'all know them. Y'all ain't new. I hope not by now. It's episode 6. If this is the first episode you're listening to, welcome, Randy, Clayton, Dakota. Dakota. Beanie.
I'm overusing the peace sign, but you know, there it is.
Clayton, the peaceful man.
Yo, I just realized Clay doesn't have his glasses on anymore, so I'm the glasses guy today.
Oh, glasses guy.
I had a Velma moment last week, and I was looking for them, and amongst looking for them, I stepped on them and broke the fucking arm off.
Not jinkies.
Not jinkies at all. So I gotta go get that. I gotta go get them fixed.
Well, I got a question for you guys.
Stellar.
If you're stuck on a deserted island, you got 10 seconds to answer. The 2 items you wish you would have if you would want to have if you were stuck on a deserted island. 10, 9.
All right, Counselor Randy. I would say a flare gun. Did you say 2?
4.
Yeah, flare gun and my stuffed animal Piggy from my youth.
Just a gun and a correct bullet for the gun.
1 single bullet, you're killing yourself?
Fuck, yeah, I should have thought about that. A loaded flare gun and Piggy.
I would assume that the flare gun was loaded.
Thank God.
The pistol, that one's a tough one.
Depends on who I'm dealing with. If this is like the Aladdin genie, yeah, he'll hook me up. But if this is like an episode of The Twilight Zone, then I'm fucked. He'll give me a fucking unloaded flare gun just to teach the audience a lesson.
Well, I mean, you can have both. Let's just kick your stuffed animal out. Let's be honest, the flare is more important.
Yeah.
But Dakota,
let's be a fun addition.
Let's entertain that the pistol comes loaded. What's your second item?
If the pistol comes loaded?
Yeah.
You.
Kiss him.
Oh. You know why it's a good thing that you brought me? You brought me because you're gonna fucking live, and you're gonna live before a ship comes by. You're gonna live because what I'm bringing to the island is a charged satellite phone and a contact list for emergency numbers.
So you've pondered this question before this, is what you're saying?
Yo, absolutely.
Because I've said this time and time again, dude. If society were to break down and we were to have some sort of apocalypse, I die in like hour 1. I have no shame in that.
Really?
I have no idea how anything works. I'm not like ruthless enough to just be like, do you know how to fly? I'm stealing this from fucking Daniel Tosh of all people, but like, you know, do you know how to fly a plane? No? Oh, well, fucking slice his throat open. Well, then you're useless. You know, that's how it's going to be if the apocalypse goes down. I'm a realist.
That's good to know. Dakota, we have no business going to Vegas. 0. There's nothing for us there. That's a whole chunk of the country. We don't have to decide where we're going to go or not. There's nothing for us there.
The way I've always looked at it, and maybe this is a pussy way of looking at things, but people always just like fucking fight and blow each other to oblivion, right? So my goal, if society were to break down, is to just kind of hide out until it's safe enough to just kind of walk around and scavenge my own shit. Like, you got to think.
It's never going to be unless you arm yourself.
Oh, yeah, well, you would fucking arm yourself, for sure.
Okay.
But you got to think, with the amount of supplies that are out there in the world already, you don't need to learn how to, like, make clothes or do this or do that. You just have to learn how to fucking stake claim over that stuff that's already invented. It's like none of us know how to make clothes because we just go out and buy them, you know?
So you're going to raid people?
people, abandoned stores, maybe
You're gonna raid
places.
people? You're raiding? You're gonna be a raider?
Well, if it came down to it.
Ooh, I see
but-
what
Going all,
faction you stand on. Okay.
going all
All right.
Fallout out here.
Yeah,
Fuck.
just pick up guns and supplies from dead bodies and shit like that, dude. I'm a realist. I know what it takes for me to survive.
Well, they're all going to be scavenged, so you're going to have to be making the bodies dead. You know that, right?
Oh, if it comes down to it. But like I said, if it.
Clay, I mean, in Dakota, maybe there is a reason to go to Vegas.
We're really getting down into it now. So
Oh,
this
yeah.
is when it comes down to it. If it's, I wouldn't want to commit, or I wouldn't want to kill a person that's not trying to kill me. But that's the way I've always looked at things. If someone is trying to harm you,
you're gonna have you're gonna have nothing.
No, see, let me finish. However, comma, right? You're gonna have to fucking do that to survive, like you were just getting to. I'm kind of like lost my train of thought, but I'm making my way back to it. But fucking, when it comes down to something like that, where it's me or him, my brain is able to make that kind of fight or flight decision. When I wouldn't be able to, like, if there's that old movie from like 15 years ago called the Button or the Box or some shit, where this one guy gets approached with a button and he's like, press this button and one random person in the world will die and you get like $1 million. I remember being like a little kid when that movie came out and just really pondering it. It threw me for like an existential loop. But so stuff like that, I don't know. It's a real thinker. But stuff like, this dude's going to kill you if you don't kill him, that's fucking obvious.
Yeah, I see. So you're going to wait until you get raided and then spoil the loot. I mean, loot, whatever. Get the spoils.
Well, not even that, but if society is breaking down, I'm not a very big dude, say what you will, but yeah, I'll get some weapons and
I'll fucking murder some people if I have to.
Right, if it comes down to it. I don't know if I'll be very successful in those kind of standoff duel situations, but yeah, I'll do my best.
But ruthless. Totally ruthless.
I got a fucking random ass question, boys, and it's so the audience knows what we like as well.
Okay.
And I got an awesome segue to it. Also, what's your favorite chocolate?
Favorite chocolate?
Yeah, like
soft.
Like milk,
question.
dark, white.
Left field.
Kit Kat, bro, milk, but I don't even know if that's milk. But I'm pretty sure it's milk. Yeah, that's milk.
Kit Kat's got a different couple of chocolate flavors, my man.
You can't go wrong with chocolate as far as I'm concerned.
But what's the segueing into?
Well, my favorite chocolate is white chocolate. And motherfucker, for the holidays, I'm only so happy that they release special edition shit of candies. Like this motherfucking sugar cookie white chocolate M&M crap. Holy fuck, this is good.
Yeah.
It's like you're eating a miniature fucking sugar cookie, pretty much.
It's funny you bring that up. My favorite candy is actually M&M, so I always try the random flavors they're always putting out. So I will have to try that.
It's fucking good.
The best ones I've tried so far are those fucking fudge brownie ones they came out with recently.
Mm.
I ate like the whole jumbo bag of those in like 2 nights. They're just so good.
Also, going back to Kit Kat real quick. You know that they have those duo variations of Kit Kat, Randy?
No.
No? I know. Well, it's a smart fucking move on their part. Because so far, as from what I've seen, they only have 2 versions, but they sell fucking hot at where I work. And the duos we have right now is dark chocolate with mint and then dark chocolate with mocha.
See, I'm not a big fan of the dark. I'm not a fan of the dark.
Actually, really fucking good, though.
Too rich
I'm not a
for me.
fan of dark chocolate either.
But it's pretty fucking good.
I'll tell you what.
Chocolate a lot.
I'm gonna tell you what, though. The weather here is much, much nicer than over at the Grand Gang. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, wait, did you just dox yourself where you're at right now without us even doxing you, and now people are gonna find you?
People aren't gonna find me.
Bro,
Well,
people are gonna look at that garage door and just be like, I know exactly where he lives because that garage door only lives on fucking 429 Boulevard Avenue down in Riverside.
No, I didn't murder cats. Have you seen that documentary?
No, I haven't.
There's a documentary on Netflix about this dude who makes videos and makes these comments about mutilating, torturing cats. And people were trying to
Okay.
track him down, and I didn't. I'm not sure if someone has access to, without messing with their camera, is able to Google anything. But yeah, dude, the documentary is all about these people on their cameras just investigating these videos and seeing where things are sold to locate where this cat torturer is.
yeah, I heard about that. That was a big thing on TikTok, I think.
TikTok, really?
Either TikTok or YouTube, and he would just get online and torture cats and shit. And I heard there was a full-on FBI investigation going into that.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
real good.
In the same vein of that, have you guys ever heard of Mckamey Manor?
Mm-mm.
So, Mckamey Manor is this quote-unquote haunted house that they do every year, but you sign this waiver basically stating they can do whatever you want or whatever they want to you, and it's like for the real thrill junkies, but there's rumors slash conspiracy theories slash whatever the fuck you want to call them going around that these people straight up torture you while you're in there, and they like fucking beat you and pull your teeth out, and just all this crazy shit. I just learned about them last year, but I what you guys were just talking about was a good segue into it. It's the first time I've thought about it in a while.
And where was this place?
I don't remember, but that's an interesting fucking segue right there. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I saw last year that got me into this whole thing. I forgot where I even saw it.
You're able to look at, wow, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
So I would say I
don't think we can do this.
Well, it's already on. I was just about to bring up, like, it's already on fucking YouTube, so.
I don't think we can have the audio for it then. Because I don't think we can put the audio for it on the audio version.
Bro. Oh.
Well,
no,
I don't. They're not. They're not going to come after us.
Well, it's actually good that you bring that up because this is perfectly under fair use because we're not watching it. This isn't a substitution for watching this video. This is us commenting and very negatively criticizing this body of work. So it's not like let me preface this by saying fuck these people and any fans of this fucking particular.
There's 39,000 of them.
Can suck my fucking dick.
There's 39,000 of them.
Yeah, so if YouTube wants to come after us on some fair use copyright bullshit, just let it be known now that fuck these people. This guy that's on the screen right now can suck my fucking gooch and whatever else, you know?
But before we get into this, have you been all over PKA lately?
What the hell is PKA?
Podcast. Painkiller already is what you're all getting suggested all on the right side.
Oh, that's just because I'm on the remotely dope thing, because you've been watching.
Oh, because I've been watching PKA. Okay.
Free plug, baby. Did you guys hear it when it was playing a second ago?
39,000 people seem to like it, so.
Yeah. Oh,
let's see what these people like, shall we?
So we'll kind of just skim through this here. Because this is what, 2 hours? Yeah.
Coming at you one more time right here from Mckamey Manor. Thanks for joining us for another Mckamey Manor movie. All right, now this one's a little bit different. This is more of a documentary in the sense that there's going to be a lot that I'm going to show that I normally don't show.
I'll try to limit the pausing, but the reason I'm letting this part play is because this is the main head honcho. This is the guy that runs the fucking place. So just take what you
Is
will
this
from
reality?
this guy's. Yeah, so like take what you will from this guy's fucking personality as he's describing this shit to you, and then wait till you fucking watch it.
Like, this is a real place?
Fast-paced and all the crazy edits and the edit within the frame and all the little things I do to make things interesting. This is going to be more just pure raw footage, so you can kind of see what we see on our end, and just kind of changing things up, making things a little bit different. So this is going to be more for
Like the brother-in-law from Breaking Bad.
Major excitement. This probably is not the movie.
Agent Schrader right here.
But if you're looking
He
to
does, dude, with fucking hair.
Yeah, he's Agent Schrader with hair. They're minerals.
They're minerals, Marie.
Marie, that's her name. Minerals, Marie.
pretty interesting because you're going to see things that
He
you have
sounds
not-
like him too.
like you're going to understand what we do when we do an actual pickup, and
We'll do an actual investigation.
So a little more background on this shit. You sign up. They're so particular about who they have for this shit, right? So you sign up for them, and then they have this like little meeting with you at in this one I think it's like some fast food restaurant, and they explain to you that they're going to be relentless and blah 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 this, and they give you the contract, and yeah, it basically gives them permission to do whatever the fuck they want until you say the safe word. And there's a lot of shit in the comments saying stuff like they don't obey the safe words, and they'll just keep taking you to their limit or to your limit, and they'll like fucking waterboard you and suffocate you until you're like passed out. I did see one video on this channel where some person passed out and they like woke them up in the video. It's some fucked up shit.
Well, they signed a
Let's get to
contract,
that
though.
part.
Well, that's the thing, is they sign the contract, so it's hard to feel sympathy for these fucking thrill junkies, but at the same time, these people that are running this, it's clear that they're just like sadistic people.
Let's get to that part of the video.
Okay.
phrase things with people so we know where you.
So they screen these people, right?
Hurry up.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to change. This is just going on with this.
Oh, you're gonna be dying today.
I
That's fine. You're
know,
fine.
but I don't
Go.
have time.
Get down there. Get down there. Go change down there. Go. Hurry up. Hurry up.
I'm going.
Hurry
Okay, I've
up.
never seen this. I think this
I'm
is
going.
like some initiation.
Why do they sign up
Go.
for it?
Go. Go.
Sign up for it on some like masochistic BDSM haunted house shit. Like they want to go to a real haunted house. Like you can see it here.
Like
To be-
it's kind of like Dick's, the restaurant.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
paying to have someone like fucking abuse the shit out of you.
Oh, okay.
Hurry up.
Nice shoes,
Oh man, like that hair. Have you guys made your selfies yet?
No, I haven't.
Shit, man, you better hurry up. You're a day late and $1 short, Missy.
Well, I'm already dead anyway.
You are. Mess up those waivers.
To put themselves in those situations.
Participant has
Have been told several times and no more that at one occasion by rescue.
Put that down. Put that down.
Another
MM
to take the
tour.
MM tour. Participant has heard all the
All right,
refuses
skip
to
to
listen,
this.
not to take the MM tour.
What does that mean?
Don't you try to escape. Get in there. Get in there. Move it.
Go, Grandma.
You get up
Let's
in
go,
the
Grandma.
Come on, Grandma.
It gets real.
I don't want to
It
watch
gets-
this anymore.
It gets real.
You're gonna
freaky.
pay. Get out of my spot, Christina.
And look at that fucking
What?
misspelling.
Oh, hold on. What? What?
It's too much.
What?
It's too much.
It's too much? You want out now?
I want out.
You want out? What did you tell me earlier about?
We'll leave it at that.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
Jeez. Ah.
Granny's
Yeah.
got the fits over there.
How's that for a segue?
That's a terrible place to be.
That's like the opposite of Disneyland.
Have I expressed how I feel about horror films on this show yet?
You have not.
Okay. Here's how I feel about horror films, alright? It's either a terrible horror film and you're watching it and you have a terrible experience watching it. Or it's a really good horror film and you also have a terrible time watching it.
So what
Okay,
you're telling me, hang on real quick, is actually before we even get into that, fucking is it horror or horror?
Horror.
Horror.
Randy, I will go ahead and throw Randy under the bus a little bit here because you're much more of a little like fluffy teddy bear than you like to perceive yourself as or whatever, like fucking Baymax from Big Hero 6 or something, because this dude doesn't like spicy food, he doesn't like horror movies. You know,
I
like
just don't volunteer for pain and call it pleasure. I don't volunteer for discomfort and call it pleasure.
see, and that's totally understandable from a certain point of view, but coming from the perspective of somebody that likes both of those things, well, I'm not a big horror movie guy. For horror movies, it has to be like realistic, but we'll put a pin in that.
I don't even perceive myself as a tough guy, bro. Like, let me put it this way, man. If I'm throwing hands with somebody, I'm gonna do a lot of damage to them, but I'm not walking out of that.
Fuck.
I am leaving out of that. Like, I'm gonna win, but I'm not gonna be in good shape at the end of it at all.
Yeah.
At all.
No, let me rephrase. I think what I'm saying is like
You saying I'm intimidating as fuck, bro?
you're intimidating AF, bro.
You're intimidating. You're scaring me and soil my jeans.
We got inside jokes for days in this bitch.
Yeah,
But
intimidating as fuck.
Fucking simpleton.
no, what I'm saying is like that's a total just different sides of the spectrum sort of thing. Because from my side, it's like it's not like I'm hurting myself, it's like a challenge. You know what I mean? Like when I'm eating spicy foods, I'm sitting there like, whew, that's good. But I wouldn't be eating it if it didn't taste really good too. It's that it tastes good and you have to put up with the spicy.
They have that taste in the sauce that isn't hot. It's called Taco Bell mild sauce.
Well, it's about the challenge involved, dude. Maybe I want to feel a little. Maybe I want to feel something while I eat. I don't know.
I'm not trying to be competitive with my food at all. When I'm trying to sit down and eat a meal, I'm trying to sit down and eat a meal.
For one, I don't like. I'm okay with spicy food. I prefer not eating it though, not because of it being spicy, but because of the aftermath of me going to the bathroom.
See, that doesn't happen to me anymore. I've been eating spicy stuff since I was a little kid, so I think it just depends. It's like subjective, you know. For me, I eat it, and when I eat really spicy stuff, it hurts, sure, but you're just sitting there like, whew, and it's a hard thing to explain to someone that doesn't like it. It's almost like riding a roller coaster. It's like, oh man, it hurts so good.
But riding a roller coaster is fun.
So is eating spicy food, my man.
To each their own. I also really wish that I enjoyed seafood, but I don't. And that's like a whole category of delicacies that I'm like totally missing out on. But I mean, if it came out of the water, I probably don't like it straight up. No fish, nothing
That's
like that.
weird.
Shrimp.
See, I love seafood too. It depends on it. Like shrimp, really?
Yeah, no, I like cheeseburgers. I like pasta.
I like my fat people food.
I like cereal quite a bit.
Ah, dude, you're missing out. Shrimp, crab, crab cakes, lobster.
Oh, I know it.
Sushi.
I used to be a server. Oh, I talked these plates up. Talk them up.
It's good shit. I had a
Yeah.
lobster burger once. It was like $30, but one of the best things I'd ever had.
Oh, one of the best things you ever had.
Oh yeah,
Was it placebo because the hefty price tag?
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's
But that,
honest. I
but that,
appreciate your honesty.
that shit melted in my mouth though. I don't know what to tell you.
Did we already discuss CBD on this show?
I don't know.
I don't think we did.
Well, if we did, we
you
can talk about it again.
yeah, definitely.
Gonna
How
be
do you
relevant for years.
do you feel like it's this miracle drug, or do you think it's sort of a snake oil type deal? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Oh no, we didn't talk about this yet. You brought this up the other day. I mean, there are scientific properties that I don't know proven to be effective with that. You know, that's why they sell it. You can buy CBD weed as well as like, lotion and everything else at like
Yeah,
smoke shops now.
there's a strain called Hulk at a dispensary in Arizona, which you will soon be open to the public
Ooh.
because of the beautiful state of Arizona has legalized. But yeah, strain called Hulk. What do you think, Dakota?
So okay. I'll tell you right now, if CBD can only be snake oil if it's called Ghost Poison. That's the only
Ghost
time I'll
Poison.
accept it. That Ghost Poison. It's CBD snake oil.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean by snake oil?
Yeah, I do, man.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I played Red Dead, man.
I played Red Dead Redemption. I got this. Buckaroo, cowboy.
So what do you think? Do you think CBD is like helpful, or what's your
it's different properties. Effects are different on different people, but the properties, how it's used, is another way too.
I've seen it. It helps a lot with seizures.
That's still like that's a person to person basis too.
Yeah, I saw
that
on the
gonna
gum
work
deal
for everyone.
Yeah,
but like, because there's like lotions, there's fucking like treats, there's shower shit for it. Like there's just a lot. Like, see, I don't think we're never not gonna see a CBD product ever from now to the future, however long we live. I think CBD is only gonna get better and probably gonna like a lot more money than probably a lot of organic products, to be honest. Depending on how the world goes. But I feel like I don't know. It's like saying here's the difference between organic food and then just food. You know what I mean? Like they're the same thing, but the organic stuff has got less fucking whatever in the old food. So if you're doing that with CBD and then your life or whatever, comparing that, like this is me without CBD, and then this is me with CBD, then you're gonna pick the one that you fucking want.
Yeah, I had this gnarly like strain in my neck, and it gave me a headache that went like all the way up the back of my head and to the side of it. And I had a CBD icy hot that I put on my neck, and I also took an Excedrin. So one of those three things worked, and I think there's a 1 in 3 chance it was the CBD.
You don't fucking. All right, hang on. Before I continue all that, Clay, did you answer his question too?
Which one?
The how I feel about CBD question, I think.
I mean, I don't fuck with CBD. I go THC all the way, so I couldn't tell you. I'm sure it helps, you know.
What were you gonna say, Coda?
Not bro.
What?
You don't. you how you you literally mixed three different things that can help solve one issue, and then you're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, bro, check this out. One
Here's
of
the
them
thing.
solved it.
Here's the thing. I don't treat things often. Like for the most part, I kind of let the body just sort itself out. I really do. I'm kind of a believer in. There's a lot of people who live plenty long lives without a whole lot of modern medicine. You know what I mean? But when I treat something, I'm treating it. It's bad enough if I'm crossing the line. I need this headache to go away. I don't know what's gonna work. I don't treat myself often. I don't know what I'm responsive to. I just went for the icy hot, the CBD, and the Excedrin, and kicked that shit right out of there. Went on with the rest of my day.
I do the same shit. I try not to depend too heavily on that shit, but when you
If
need
I'm
it,
at
you need it.
yeah. I mean, if I was at home, I would have just gone to bed, slept that off, and probably been okay.
It's weed. Need it.
Yeah, exactly. Probably go into a THC coma and wake up feeling A-okay, but I didn't have that option. I was working, so I needed to make that shit go away. So I did that, and it worked. 1 in 3 shot, CBD.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure
I
it
know.
works.
It's totally not. It's totally not how statistics work and percentages work in those odds.
Of course.
There's
but,
individual odds for each one. It's not 1 in 3, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the effectiveness of CBD goes, I'm sure it fucking works. You know, it just doesn't get you high. You know, you get kind of it's like a muscle relaxer almost, but not as hardcore.
Definitely nowhere near.
Yeah.
Definitely nowhere near. It's like you damn near feel nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
contrary to popular belief, I'm not always a simpleton.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Wasn't good enough for you?
Back. That was good, man.
Wow, I just scared him away with my simpleton drop.
Yo, what are the brand name of the socks that we found at Target, aka you found?
They are, I believe, Hanes for sure. But yeah, they're at Target. I am going to probably. Is my video still on?
Yeah, but you flipped around for me.
To the front? Or
No.
just sideways?
You're just sideways.
Okay, I can live with that.
I can't. You're vertical on a horizontal screen.
No, I'll fix it as soon as I'm done Googling this.
Oh, okay, good. I thought because he was gone, the call wasn't recording anymore. I was gonna be like, fuck. Oh man. So we got a little adventure to talk about these fantastic socks, Randy.
I found them.
I found it. The
They
lost
are
treasure.
Hanes Premium Men's X-Temp Ultra Cushion. And they are at Target, and they are the greatest socks that ever existed.
They're fucking amazing. These socks out trump any other pair of socks you can think of. Christmas socks, fuck them. Halloween socks, fuck them too. Thanksgiving socks, well, if you get them as a gift, that's all right. But fuck them too.
Yeah.
Socks are the shit.
They're gonna keep your feet all warm and toasty.
And you don't sweat on the bottom. Your feet don't feel all gross.
I gotta leave the call and come back real quick, but I'll be here. And these Hanes are the shit, and they're not too thick, and they don't feel all wintry. They're sick as tits.
Sick tits.
Sick as tits. Oh, never mind. We're good.
Yeah, now we're better.
It went sideways. We're solid.
Solid, man. You're a good looking dude, man.
I appreciate that. You are
Yeah.
as well.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad you're fucking your dad.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad I'm a dad too.
Fucking
I
10.
like being a dad.
Someone's
Alright,
gonna make someone's gonna make a compilation. 10 minutes of Dakota admiring Randy.
fun.
Oh,
10
Randy, you
minutes,
look so beautiful today.
10 minutes of Randy talking about how much he enjoys being a father.
10 minutes of everyone calling him a simpleton. we I don't know if you heard the last part, Clay, but I told Randy that he was looking pretty good and that I'm glad he's a father. And then I made a joke about there's going to be like a compilation video on YouTube that's going to be 10 minutes of me complimenting Randy.
I did. I actually did hear that part. I always put the headphones on and listen for about 30 seconds and then turn my shit back on so I can be like kind of up to speed.
Oh, right on.
So I did hear that, yeah.
Nice.
But there could definitely be a compilation of both of us just going, "Oh, Randy, I wonder what it's like being a dad."
I wonder what it's like being a simpleton.
Yeah. White picket fence, fucking.
What?
What's it like watching Puppy Dog Pals every morning?
We actually watch the remastered Mickey Mouse cartoons from the 19.
Hey, that's what's up.
Goofy's like a smelly hobo with flies all over him. It's really interesting. Yeah, man. There's like a disclaimer before every show that says, something about it being old and bear with them or some shit.
Right, like
I'm
we've got
definitely
outdated.
paraphrasing. Yeah.
Yeah, they do the same thing with Blazing Saddles. It'll be like this has outdated stereotypes in it, but we're not going to delete it because that would make us racist. So just enjoy.
She digs those, and she loves just about anything involving cars. She loves to watch Rocket League.
Oh,
I
yeah?
mean, it's things that kids are familiar with is cars, man. They see cars everywhere they go out. So it's just something that they understand. And then a ball. Kids all play with balls. So Rocket League is just like, dude, this is entertaining.
Rocket League is one shameless plug. Don't sue us, Rocket League, whoever makes you. I can't think of that company, but
I think it's Psyonix is its name.
Psyonix, there you go. But
game.
Rocket League is fucking sick. It's one of those games where you don't have to be good at it to have fun playing it because it's just such a fun concept. It's soccer with cars, with rocket boosts and fucking.
And it's so much customizing. It's like all the things I loved about Grand Theft Auto 5's customizing. It's not like that detailed, but it's fun. I love customizing, and there's so many options.
I do like the customizing, but just the gameplay itself is what got me in love with it. I still can't. If you're familiar, I still can't get out of gold to save my life, but it's still fun as fuck.
Oh, yeah, I got ranked at gold. I couldn't stay in it to save my life.
Oh yeah, gold is when it starts getting tricky if you're not like super serious about it, trying to get into training and all that.
Doing aerials, bouncing off of walls, doing aerials to push goals all the way across the field. Like, it's nuts.
Oh, if you've seen some of the stuff people do, yeah. Have you
acrobats.
You familiar with Rocket League there, Dakota?
I am actually because I play it with Randy.
Yes, he does.
And you don't play with me. What the fuck is this?
I tell you, I tell you, I play all the time.
All three of us got to get on. That's a cross-play game.
Yeah.
I played on the Switch, man.
Oh, see, we have somebody on every console at that point. Because I'm on Xbox.
There we go.
My folks got their TV in their living room mounted up on the wall, and they kind of just use a Roku stick, so they don't really need any surface space because they don't have like a Blu-ray player or anything in there in the living room. So there's no surface for me to put my PS4 on. So I had to put it in their bedroom because that's the where the other freaking huge ass TV is. Their freaking TVs are huge.
But you brought it, so.
Yeah, but I'm on PS4, so we can definitely get on Rocket League sometime
For
tomorrow.
sure.
I just can't play all night because that's where they sleep.
Yeah. Well,
You could though.
did you just start playing Dakota when Randy got into it?
So I played it when it first came out, and when I had an Xbox One. But then I lost track of it because PUBG was out, and then what the fuck else is out? Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Fortnite. I didn't try it, but I loved PUBG. And then Apex Legends was coming out for the PlayStation, and so I dipped out on the Xbox, and I haven't played Rocket League until like this year. So from when it first came out to now is the huge fucking gap.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I still fucking suck.
No,
Go for it. Go for it.
I've been playing for I think 4 years now, and I still fucking suck. I got Randy into it because they made it free like 6 months ago. But yeah.
Always nice when things are free, right?
Oh hell yeah. And it being crossplay, like I stopped playing Rocket League for a good year or two, and they made it free, and now I'm able to connect with all these people that have like PS4 and Switch and shit. So I found myself playing it more often because of that. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Before before Rocket League, I was playing a Spellbreak, but it got a little dry, got a little old. It was really exciting at first, and I got decently good. I'd say I was having fun, but yeah, I definitely couldn't just dump all of my time and energy into playing that. And I really like multiplayer games. Like I do. If I find one that I enjoy, I really enjoy playing it, and it's important for me to have one to play and a single player to play. I think that's a routine I want to get into with gaming, is having that back and forth. But I wasn't playing Spellbreak for very long before I jumped on Rocket League. And then before that, I dumped a whole year into Apex Legends, and I wasn't getting any better. I was continually getting better for a long time, but I peaked. I don't think I'm getting any better now. At least not at the pace that I would like to be getting better.
Yeah.
So it got boring. I put it down. Every fight kind of became the same to me.
Yeah, it'll happen, man.
Yeah, no, that's how I am with Rocket League. It's like I can win some games here and there, but I'm not one of these crazy fucks that can just fly across the map and hit a corner shot and all this other stuff.
And that's the cool thing about Rocket League, is that is my game that I'm able to pick up and play and then put right back down. Like Apex, I don't want to just play one game of Apex, load up my console for that big ass game, and then only play one game of it. And it's just, but that sometimes that's all that time permits. And
yeah, I've gotten into most recently I'm playing Cold War, but I've gotten into games like Overwatch and stuff where it's like that, and it's fun, but it feels after a while more like an obligation than a leisure activity. For me, that's how I am with all video games are, and to each their own, billion-dollar industry, go nuts, but it seems like video games aren't designed to make you better at them or to improve your motor skills in the way that they were before, like multiplayer took over and online. Now it seems like all games are just centered around tricking you into playing them for as long as possible.
Yeah, yes and no. I think
depends on the community.
I think.
Well, hear me out. My exhibits on this subject are things like matchmaking, where you'll win a couple games, your ego will go up, and then you'll lose a bunch of games because and it just keeps you going. And then things like loot boxes and Mortal Kombat. I haven't let any of this get to me until Mortal Kombat. I've been a big fan of since I was a kid, and now they make you play like 5 sets of best 2 out of 3 per day just to get some like fancy looking skin. And they make you do that for like 10 days straight.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, you have to be good to earn experience fast, typically, though.
Yeah.
So if you are good, you can play less games and
Oh
unlock
no,
shit quicker in a lot of games. So I
I
mean,
understand.
there's a way around that.
I understand that too, but the thing is, um, well, with most games, Rocket League included, Call of Duty included, and all these different AAA games, they've incorporated loot boxes and randomized systems into the mix to where you don't know what the fuck you're getting. You could be playing for 3, 4+ hours just to get this like legendary loot box just for the chance of getting this thing you really want, and then you get like some fucking you get like a sock color for some character you never use. And it's like,
When you
to
start
me,
playing them.
if you really enjoy the game, I can understand why that would keep you going. But for somebody like me that's barely invested to begin with, like I didn't really grow up with video games, that kind of thing. Like
Mm,
I get on and they're like Call of Duty, for example. It's like, oh, you want me to fucking get 20 headshots with every gun in the game just so I can make it gold? It's like I don't care. So it ends up making the game have less replay value in that instance, you know?
yeah, I hear you.
Because if I'm not earning anything in a way that makes me feel satisfied with wasting my time playing it to begin with, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Rocket League is one of the few games, and that's the majority of games are not like this, but Rocket League just so happens to be one game that gets around that because you're able to trade in those items. You're able to trade in like 5 items of equal quality in for better items.
Well, that's the other that's the really cool thing about Rocket League is like
Mm-hmm.
you play if you like the game, you'll continuously play it regardless. Like I don't care about the cool skins and all that. Well, I like them, but I'm not there for that. So I'm playing over and over again regardless. So along the way, and same goes for games like Mortal Kombat, you'll just start earning stuff because you're there playing it. So that's kind of rewarding, and that's where I get it. So a lot of people are just like that, and they play multiple games, and they constantly go to the next game, and are like, me, I'm not like that. So it's like I have to be really invested. But yeah, with Rocket League, after you play so many games, they give you the blueprints or whatever the fuck they call them. They change their system like every 6 months. So I
Yeah,
never
I'm not a Blueprint fan. I don't like that a lot. The
I
good
don't
ones are just so expensive.
I don't like the blueprints. I just got you on board recently. This is becoming the fucking Rocket League episode, but I just got you on board recently. So they've had the blueprints as long as you've been around, but they used to have just like boxes and you paid for the keys to open them, which I thought was stupid. And the keys just gave you a chance at the thing you wanted. And
No.
yeah, it was so fucking dumb. But what made it great was the way it kind of evened out was you could trade with other players. So I would earn all of these loot boxes, and then I would put out like a thing on Xbox's message board looking for group or whatever, and I would put, hey, I have like, they would really build up because I just love playing the game. So I'd be like, yo, I have like 60 fucking loot boxes. I will trade you all of them for one specific like legendary item or something that I really wanted that was cool. And to me, I didn't fucking care because I'm going to play the game anyway, whether I'm ripping myself off or whatever. Take 60
Yeah.
boxes for one fucking thing. I don't give a shit. But so every time I saw something in Rocket League that I really, really wanted, I would say, I'd have all those things saved up and I just put out that thing and I would have it within 5 minutes.
Solid.
So,
Just
yeah.
in search of ISO.
Yeah, and I even and it's always from like some squeaker from some like 8-year-old that just plays all day. They'll ask you to join their party and they're like, "Hey man, fucking yeah, I'll trade you this for this." It's like,
Come on, Mom, I'm hungry.
but it's
That's what I've
like,
noticed. You get as a starting out Twitch streamer, you get you get a guy who'll pop in and then they want to party up with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, I barely even know you. This could go on. This is a gamble. I don't know if I want to party up with you, man. I really don't. I appreciate your support. I really do. I don't know if I want to party up with you.
You know, as a severe introvert, I can tell you how relatable that is because, yeah, some people on Xbox are so friendly. You'll play one game with them and something, and you'll fucking cream them or something, and then they'll invite you to a party, and you're like, "What do you want from me, dude? I don't want to be friends just because we
I
bumped into
want you
each
to
other."
teach me your way.
Right, right.
Teach me.
Be my master.
But that's
I
weird.
want to enter your Tony Hawk dojo.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Like on Xbox, dude, all these people, they'll have like 1,000 friends because you'll play one game with them and then they'll fucking add you. And you know, most of my friends, they'll just go ahead and accept, and they have these like huge ass friends lists. My Xbox friends list is literally only people I know. It's weird.
Yeah, I gotta purge mine. I had some people that I was like actually in parties with, actually, chatting with, but I don't know a lot of them personally.
Yeah, if you like get into a party with them and have a conversation with them, that's different. But it's these people, you know, you'll have one game with them and then they'll just add you.
Yeah, I mean the two people I talk to on a weekly basis are right here.
Yeah, exactly.
True facts.
The two people on a daily basis I consider my friends anyway. There's plenty of people I speak to on a daily basis. Just
Yeah.
I don't
These
give a
my boys.
shit about them.
You and I are about to have the same job.
Oh.
Are you getting a job at a convenience store?
Yep, stalker boy.
Yeah, you got good bathrooms.
Shit, I don't know.
Oh, okay, I was good. Clean the bathrooms, take out the trashes. Boom, dude, nailed it.
Hey
That's
man, but this job is $10 an hour plus tips, so whatever.
Tips? You get tips at a convenience store for stocking?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well, no, I applied for multiple positions, so.
Oh, it's like what?
But this is personal shit. I don't know why I brought this up on air, but whatever.
Yeah, you totally just dropped your wage and everything.
Yeah, I know. You did it in past episodes. That's what this podcast is. It's like fucking the everyman's podcast. We'll get there.
I dropped my full-on wage.
Maybe not your wage, but you've talked about your job before, and people know.
Oh yeah, they know my profession. They don't know what I get paid to do it though.
And if not, I just said we're about to have the same job, so they know now.
Nah, it's different owners of different companies.
No, that's not.
Yeah, fuck you, Randy. You're wrong and I'm right all the time.
I've got a wee bit of seniority.
Fuck you.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit, laddie. A wee bit.
It's COVID, man, and I don't say this just as a backpedal. Like this time last year, I was making really good money, and then that COVID hit, and everybody got fucking fired.
At the place I work, we got a pretty high turnover rate. And like in the grand scheme of things, I definitely haven't been there long, but I've definitely been one of the more loyal employees.
That's cool.
There's been a lot of people who quit, but typically it's just because of the area. A lot of people don't like living out in the middle of nowhere, bro.
Understandably so.
Surprisingly, because half the people in the world complain that they want to live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
But then don't realize what living in the middle of fucking nowhere entails. They're like, oh, I want to be away from people. It's like you don't understand how reliant you are on people.
Right. That's why
a lot of people want to get away from people, dude. They don't realize how. I mean, people have to make your shit. People have to sell you their shit. People have to. Stores are ran by people. Restaurants are ran by people. The things you need are ran by people. Grocery stores are ran by people.
Yeah. And people don't put a lot of thought into that. Like I tell people all the time, growing up in Vegas, people complain about Vegas all the time. And I tell them, like, regardless of all the crime and the pedophilia ring and all this, that, and the other thing, like I can get anything I want, literally anything. You fucking name it at like 3:30 in the morning for
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a nice perk. It
Yeah.
really is. No, I have to. A lot of people, and there's a lot of things that you only need once in a while, like a toe. So many people, not your actual toe on your foot, like your car
Oh, a
toe.
toe with a W.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes you need your car towed.
Yeah.
That's not an option for you 24/7, and you could be stuck at 2 o'clock in the morning somewhere out in the middle of nowhere.
Isn't AAA 24/7 everywhere?
Yes, but there's not always a towing service available in the middle of nowhere that will go that far to you.
Yeah, but in those small towns with those small populations, those situations are few and far between anyways, so
No, not if you're on a highway to one of the seven natural wonders of the world. That happens all the damn time.
Well, you would think they would have some kind of fucking support center, like something in place for that by now.
What they did is the instance happened to two people at the same time. One person lost their key fob to their car, and I guess they started their car and then lost their key fob while their car was running, and then drove off away from the key fob, and then got out of their car, turned off their car, and then they couldn't start the car again.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
so they couldn't find a tow at that hour of the night, so they had to end up getting a hotel room. But it's like, what if there wasn't a hotel right there? Holy shit! Hotels require people.
Yeah,
they do.
Well, that's society for you, man. That's why we got all this shit everywhere.
And then the other person, her car just broke down, but she ended up having to get a room. And as far as I know, the car's still sitting there.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
There's this article I read recently about a woman that kind of lived on her own merit. She didn't pay electricity. She made her own she didn't really live with electricity. I skimmed it. And she lived with all of these like what a lot of people would call basic necessities, and they were like, is it hard being able to light a fire under these conditions or something like that? And she goes, not as hard as working 8 hours a day to be able to light a fire.
Okay.
Interesting little thinker for you. There's these people that want the world. They want these penthouses and shit. And there's also minimalists. I saw a documentary on minimalists, people that are just good with what they got and just living off of whatever because they'd rather focus on being happy than fucking working.
Yeah. I mean, as far as what I'm comfortable with, I think I want like internet, a computer. I think as long as I'm able to do this, what we're doing now on a regular basis, and just chill and relax, I think I'm pretty okay. I mean, I'm not a minimalist by any means because it's not like I have nothing here right next to me. But I like to think I'm on that side of the spectrum before the big fancy things. But if I was rich, I'd have a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Of course. Well, you got to do something with the money, but
yeah.
It's
like I am a things person. I do like things, but go ahead.
Yeah, of course, everybody likes things, but one trippy thing my brain likes to go on a lot is like my power went out like a month and a half ago, and I remember just sitting there thinking like, oh my god, how do lights work? How do people stitch clothes? How do people, a lot of us, you could say we're dependent on a lot of these things, and most of us, I would be as out there to say, don't even know how most things work.
Yeah. There's a cutscene on Assassin's Creed 4. It's the very beginning one where he talks about where he wants to go off and become a pirate. It may not be the very beginning one, but he's talking about why he wants to leave and become a pirate. And he says, I want walls that block the wind. And it shows him in this like shack. But it was definitely a structure that appeared to be one that you would live in that time, but it wasn't built thick to where it completely blocks the wind. And that was a concern of the impoverished in in the late 1600s, and I think that's wild. Walls that don't block the wind.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That goes a lot into what I was saying. Like, I've even thought about that. Like, imagine if you you didn't have access to a pair of shoes. How would you walk around? How would you'd have to find like a big ass leaf for each foot.
Yeah, and you go home every night without shoes to your structure that's not even built as well as a tough shed.
Yeah. Like it's a weird, it's why it kind of makes you grateful that you would never be under these like extreme circumstances. But like, what if you only had access to what you yourself could build and provide? You know what I mean? Like, I would live in fucking, like, if you lived, I don't know, back in the day where electricity wasn't available to the public, you either had to figure it out or you didn't. Like, I'd live in fucking Eeyore's house. I'd have a bunch of big ass sticks balanced like this, and that's where I'd sleep.
Yeah, I'd probably, if I was trying to do this today, I would really try to get a tarp. A tarp is crucial. I think people underestimate how useful a tarp is.
But where would you get the tarp?
You try to grab one. No, you try. What you do is you go to like a trailer park. You go to a trailer park where there's a lot of those aluminum shades for cars.
Yeah.
And you try to look around those, because what'll happen, I think it's common. A lot of people will run out to their car, throw their tarp off, and run away and try to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do and get away from their house.
So you're talking more a modern day I Am Legend situation. I was talking more like if we were back in the Dizzy before any of that shit even existed.
Well, that I Am Legend chunk is only going to last for a short period of time, because it's not only going to be one person doing it. So I'm saying, in that short period of time where everybody's doing the grab and go part, one of the things I think you should grab is a fucking tarp, because that can help you out and shelter anywhere. Then you can go camp out in the woods and frickin' build yourself something way out yonder, away from everybody, and frickin' try to get up against a cliff that hides the smoke, so that way not everybody sees that there's smoke when you light a fire, and you try to keep, maybe even in a cave. That would be good. But if you can figure out something like that, I think a tarp would be super useful to keep the fucking rain off you. Like, that's just foolproof. Boom, rain's off you. It's a huge fucking umbrella, and then you use that for your roofing.
Any form of shelter, I think, would be a good first move. You know.
Yeah, but I think a tarp is well on your way to building a foolproof shelter.
Yeah.
I think something that will last, something that will definitely keep you going for a good amount of time, because you can build like a structure out of sticks with that. You know what I mean? You get the branches and the leaves on top of it. It doesn't matter how perfectly you align those leaves together, to where the rain will just run off of it, because you definitely want to make it like a roof. You want to start from the bottom and lay down that row, and then lay down another row, so that way the water kind of just flows off of it like a dog's fur, if you will. Like a roof, like a roof. And that's what you want it to do. But you put a tarp underneath all that, poof, no water is getting on you, and you're going to be living dry at all times.
Yeah.
That's fucking tits. You can't put a price on that, especially if you're dealing with this shit in the rain. Oof.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I would say if society was breaking down, and if you're as fucking dumb as I am, the first few things you would probably need are clothes, shoes, socks, underwear.
Right.
Anything that involves like self-hygiene.
Right.
So like
Luckily,
as much
luckily,
clothes as you can get, as much toothpaste, soap, all that kind of shit, and then like a gun.
luckily, I own these things. What would be awesome is you just get detergent and you have access to a whole lot of water, clean water, for you to be able to
Right.
wash your shit in. Clean water is crucial. So if you can get control of a well, that'd be tits. You get a colony of people and take control of a well.
That's true. Like we all own clothes, so as long as we're able to fucking wash them and keep them up to speed.
Right. That's another thing. You gotta stay away from the malls. You gotta hit a business. Oof, it's hard. It's gonna be a free for all. Every business is gonna be hit, man. But yeah, man, when it's a free for all, it's free for all. You gotta think smart on what you grab.
Well, I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like I know for sure if the apocalypse went down, zombie apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, I am not going to go running gunning on day one. Like I'm going to hide and let shit kind of take its course
Plan,
for a
gather,
little while.
just gather,
Yeah.
gather, and fortify. You need to figure out. I want to figure out what my permanent location is because I'm not a guy who operates well as a nomad.
Right.
I need a station to work in. I need a home base. I need a place to work. I need a place to be at for a long time because I want projects. I'm worried about longevity. Like I'm not going to build a shitty little fort that's just going to stand up for a little bit like a blanket fort out of a tarp. I want a strong structure. I want to camp. I want to get used to my surroundings.
See, that's how I am too, but the thing about that is in those like you said, nomad dystopia situations, you got to think like people are going to constantly be coming through and raiding your shit, and that's why you kind of have to be constantly on the move.
No,
because there's no such thing as like
protect-
rent and owned land and this, that, and the other.
Oh, there will be. We built around this well.
Well, it depends on the precautions you have around it. Like even today, dude. Like I've been in situations where there's squatters with these like scams that people will find their way to move into your fucking territory, and that's with the laws in place.
We're fortifying this well, bro. That's
Yeah.
it. As well as ours. The three of us, as well as ours. It's us. We got the well. Now we just got to protect the shit. Move our families to this well because we all need water. It makes no sense to go anywhere where there is not water.
All your well belong to us.
And we're next to a forest. We're getting plenty of wood. And it's going to be gravy. What we got to do is we got to figure out, what we're going to eat. I recommend freaking finding an elk. I think we're just going to all live off of elk and deer.
Hey, I heard it's good.
And the colony's going to be A-okay. But we're going to colonize, my friends. That's happening.
It's the only option.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a financial crisis before zombies, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Or something pandemic related, but I don't think it's going to be a zombie type deal.
And I
think it's going to be a financial crisis.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, the more you dig down into it, to circle back to what started this whole conversation, is like, if you got a keen eye for survival, even if you're not able to make shoes, you'll be able to find the guy that's able to make shoes and cut a deal with that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can make shoes. I can make shoes out of tires.
Okay. I'm just saying, hypothetically.
Like that's
like for anything you might need, whether it's...
We will always have shoes, guys. If we have a tire, we will have shoes. I just want you guys to know that.
Oh, is that a real fact? You can fucking
That's a real fact. Yeah, if I have something to cut the tire with, yeah, I can make shoes out of tires.
Okay.
I need something to fasten the tire together with, but yeah, I can make like sandals out of tires.
Sweet. We'll have like it's like a foot prophylactic at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be. We got feet. We're good. Our feet will be okay. They may not be warm, but they will be protected from the ground below.
Hey, that's all you need in those extreme circumstances.
Yeah, tire sandals. So yeah, and then as we spoke before, I definitely want to get the bear head. That's definitely gonna happen.
Bear head.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Fucking bear skin cap.
yeah. We're fucking taking down a bear, and that's gonna go down, and then I'm gonna have a bear head on my head, and I'm gonna be looking at you through the jaws of a bear, and it's gonna be sick as tits.
And then
Alright.
I'm gonna go meow.
Super stoked for that one.
Okay.
And clearly, that's just gonna dictate me as. I mean, that's going to make me. I shouldn't say dictate while I declare myself the leader, but that clearly is going to make it seem as if I'm the leader of the group because I'm going to have this big old gnarly bear head. It's going to look so honorary.
Yeah, until I backtrack the receipt in the background and I find out that it's from Walmart. It's just stuffed.
So what the solution to that is, guys, is we have to get you guys animal heads.
What?
Yes, Dakota. I think you should have the head of a wolf.
I'm too hippie for all that shit.
I'd like to
No.
look at you through the jaws of a wolf.
You know what? I'd actually be okay with that, only because of a video game character. My man, I'm down.
Clayton, you can have my Walmart stuffed one.
Okay. Since I'm the only one that cares about animals.
I care about animals, but we're hunting these animals for their meat and to keep our heads warm. We're gonna have to survive during this, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
You know-
this is for what animals are. This is useful.
So the grocery store is going to be closed that day?
All days.
We have to do this to survive.
This is the end. This is the end of society, and the
Are
end
we-
of capitalism.
We're back in the apocalypse shit?
We never left.
We never left. Okay.
We're still stuck here, dude.
I'm behind. Okay.
We're colonizing.
Okay, well, in that case,
And then we're
fine.
getting animal heads.
All right.
Keep up!
Fine. All right, my bad, guys. Fuck.
I feel like there's a Sleepy Boy Johnson in here.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to call it. I think this has been very productive. I don't think there's any reason to tarnish it with any more fluff, unless we have more to add to the apocalypse.
If I were in the apocalypse, I would find Randy and skin him alive immediately and use it for warmth like a tauntaun. That's where I'll end that.
And then you're gonna die because I just am clearly the one with all the answers to live in this society. You just killed your greatest asset, so you're gonna die.
This is how remotely.
I'll
remotely
befriend
die.
you and learn everything you know, and then kill you.
You're gonna die warm within my carcass. You don't. You're not gonna learn the on the fly stuff. Come on now. Don't just go the gutter like that.
Break up.
You're gonna die in the warmth of my carcass, but you will die. You'll die.
I just want you to know that I'll punch you really softly before I stab you in the neck.
Oh.
You all right, Clay?
So you're gonna knuckle bump. You're gonna give me a fist bump in the face.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
all right, guys.
I know.
Yeah, on that note,
feel safe in a financial apocalypse.
It's like one of like the ending skits of a show when it goes wrong. It's like. Well,
all right. This has been remotely dope.
Remotely dope.
Dopies. Thanks for watching. Yo, that's what we should call our fan base.
Dopies?
The dopies?
Yeah, they could be the dopies. It sounds kind of fucked.
I think we should call them the Motleys.
The Motleys. The Motley crew.
The fellow
Oh.
Motleys.
Oh, you can't even spell Motleys without spelling Motley, huh?
Yeah.
No, that's how they
The
spell it.
fellow.
I think we should call them our remotely D's.
Call them our
Hey,
remote
all you remotely D's.
Hey, what's going on, you fucking peckers?
Or maybe we can call them Arties.
Artie? What?
Arties. RD. Really
Yeah.
dope. Arties.
We'll get there.
We'll
We'll
out.
figure it out.
Let us know what
like,
it's called. You decide.
fucking like, comment, subscribe, and fucking watch our shit. Thanks for watching.
See you next week, fuckers.
Later.
Late.